Nostradamus said something quite interesting. Nostradamus has been predicting the future and the things that will happen. And he made one statement that people who can predict the future accurately are those who are part of the creation.
That's great.
So I love that. So you captured it well to say, Pastor, that we need to be working with the low-hanging fruits, organizing our communities. But it's good also to know that our constitution does make that provision, especially when coming to local governments, because of the branches.
So if we say, I'm trying to get something right here. So if let's say we are going to build this house, right?
Yeah.
Me and you agree on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to build this house for you and for us to live proper, right? But I don't build the house, and you don't have the power to come back and ask me of how exactly things are up to, up until I come in back and maybe I don't even report to you. I don't even report to you about what exactly the progress I am in.
Yeah.
And then I come back. Are we going to say that's a policy problem or the people's problem? Because for how it sounds to me, it's the people's problem. Now, I'm a project manager, and that's why I got the opportunity to even lead ICARE Foundation. In a project manager, we have people whom we call shareholders, we have people whom we call stakeholders.
Yeah.
Right? Now, stakeholders are exactly people who need to benefit from it. You understand? One way or the other, whether consumers, whether people who are going to work on it. You understand? Different. Now, we need to also, for the very its own definition, why we need to account we need to report exactly the proceedings and the progress of it, right? So now with that being said, if you guys as the stakeholders are not informed, you understand to howsoever the progress looks like here, and you are not informed about how to go about that, the procedure of getting to acquire the right information about that. Exactly. Then exactly the problem does not lie on the policy, because of the policy would actually look nice and very effective and very bonus. But is the people's information, do they have the right people? Is the people's problem, the way I see it. You understand?
And if they don't have the feedback on whatever is happening, it is difficult for them to complain or applaud.
Exactly my point. Do you understand? That's why we find out our status quo in the right policies that are looking good on paper, but when it comes to execution, the people are going to say execution was the problem. No, the people were not informed to exactly how they can make it run.
I still want to know, right, from you guys. Yes. I'm going to vote. Maybe I'll put my views on that. But what is I think the gentleman put it nicely. He said it without a doubt, and he said, I am voting for economic change, and not economic change in the next 10 years. I think according to him, if it's possible, on the 28th, you want to see that economic change. No, I mean 2 days after, on the 30th, also, he wants to see that economic change. Probably on the 1st of June, he will be like, I voted on the 29th, and now I want to see that. So I'm saying, what is it that we are voting for? I want to put you in that corner. Before I come to the other people on the floor there to say, what is it that you saying, I'm going to vote, and this is what I'm voting for?
You're asking him or me?
I'm asking both of you.
Can we start there?
Now I ask Silas questions. He believes in the elders.
Yes. First of all, I had a privilege to vote yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I voted.
Why?
You see,
he's special.
Well, because I'm a busy person.
I'm busy as well, but I'm not. Anyway,
because I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I might get a call to go somewhere. I didn't fix my things and say
Okay.
I'm going to vote. So
We'll be covering the voting, but I'll still have to vote.
so I voted yesterday with a clear conscience
Okay.
that I want a progressive country.
All right.
Number
What are you
one.
talking about?
A progressive country is a country that is resolute, that is going forward.
Okay. Because we can progress in crime and
No. We're not talking about crime and stuff. We need, like my brother was saying, we're voting for economic freedom. We're voting for. I'm not disclosing what I voted for.
You can. He's
But-
not going to do anything to you.
No.
Yes, that's straight, my brother.
No.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Remember we have the viewers as well.
Yeah.
I shouldn't influence anybody to vote according to me.
Yeah.
I have voted for progressive country, which includes economic freedom, which includes growth in all spheres of life. That's what I've voted for yesterday.
Okay. All right. I like that. Progressive country. Right. Can we go to the floor? Are you guys voting? What are you voting for? Mamne,
Yes, I'm voting.
maybe wait for the microphone to come across. Yeah.
Yes, I'm voting.
Okay. You are voting tomorrow.
Definitely.
What are you exactly voting for?
I'm voting for the change.
Okay. What kind of change would you want to
Because
see?
we've been promised so many things since from 1994.
All right.
But nothing happened.
Yeah.
So even though we lost hope and trust in the country, but we think from now on there is something that's going to happen. But my worry is this: there are so many parties. I know everyone is against this and that, but my worry is that there are so many parties promising one thing. As my brother said, how can you promise something that you know that you are not gonna offer because of money? So our country is in a deep problem.
All right.
Deep problem, because we have no hope, we have no trust. Yes, although I'm going to vote tomorrow for some reasons, because there are so many things that I want to change. I don't know if I can mention them.
Yeah.
For instance, let me start with the rural area. There are so many dangers there. Children are going to school, they cross the rivers,
Yes.
bridges are damaged,
Yes.
no one cares about them.
Yes.
It's like, it's okay. They see it every time on the news, what is happening, but no one cares about it. Some children, they walk a long distance from home and no one cares about it. I think they should build so many schools so that other children will be not crossing the rivers and bridges, things like that. Now we are having this human trafficking. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Because it's like now it's a business. Because some of us, we are working on that. It's like it's a job to us.
Yeah.
People get lost every minute, every hour. But no one cares about that. Because we have police, we have the government who can take care of that, and they are able to stop that. But nothing happens.
It's happening.
Yes, nothing is happening. So there is a lot I can say.
But do you believe that your vote tomorrow will make a change?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible that there will be a change.
All right.
But the fear is that we have been promised since from 1994. Nothing changed. But we have been promised.
Okay.
As still they are promising us today they will do this and that.
Yeah.
Now we have so many political parties they promise more or less the same, but we don't know who will be able to do that.
Yeah.
But I am going to vote, hoping that there will be a change. We will see our children progressing. We will see our children working. We will see our children having a future.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Know.
We got it. We got it. You can give my brother there. Bob. Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow I will be voting.
Zabu vote success.
Yes.
Okay. Uvotela.
It's my first time voting.
Wow. Come on, give him. Never you voter.
Yes. So you think we voted it's change
Okay. Ushintsho njani?
towards you.
Okay.
There's a lot of youth abahleli ekhasi like estradini nabangasebenzi. Well, some banawo ama-qualifications but abana ngathini abantu abangababooster ukuthi bafikelele la bafuna ukuya khona.
Yeah.
So maybe tomorrow ngaba nalelo shintsho lelo.
Okay.
Towards the yes.
All right. Okay. Ngiyabonga. Mr. Mahlo. Questions to you as well.
Yeah. You caught me off guard. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, you hear my name is Mr. Mashogo. All the way from Share Radio. I'm a model, I'm an artist, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to vote even though I've lost hope about this country because of these empty promises that they have promised people. Because after this voting thing from tomorrow, we're going back to the load shedding again.
Yeah.
There'll be water shedding again. So what are the changes that are going to bring in our country? So my worry is this, young people, a lot of young people now, unemployed, especially the youth of AMA 2000. A lot of them, they are sitting there at the park smoking drugs. And we want this thing they call walker pipe.
Yeah.
That's the lifestyle that they're living. They fall pregnant at a young age.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to vote tomorrow for at least a change. Even though I know there'll be empty promises, they'll be promising say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. And this free education. What free education that they're bringing? They've been lying to us.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a last. Question before we all go, right? Before we close the show, and then probably I'll draw a scenario based on two main things that deal with that question from the floor.
Okay.
One of the things that was mentioned was the issue of trust.
Yes.
Right. The concept of trust. I remember there was something that I engaged in my community group, and there was a problem. And I asked a question, one simple question, and I said, did you speak to the leaders that deal with this particular thing? And in different way, the person at the end said, because I know ukuthi izinto zala zihlala khona zinokunyathelwa ngeenyawo. Ne? Well, I never discussed further, but I'm saying I realized that we have come to a point where people don't have trust in even the leaders. And sometimes rightfully so, or let's say in a larger part, rightfully so, not because of the leaders are corrupt, but because of many leaders who came in those positions, they've been so corrupt that now, for the fact that you carry a title that says you are a leader, already it's attached with, since I'm a leader, there's some level of corruption in this person. So there's an issue of trust. And another big issue that was raised, I think by, I'm not sure, but I think Pastor Gordon touched on it. It's an issue, the demographics.
Okay.
It's always a problem to me. Like, who is the majority?
Yeah.
Right. To me, it hurts me. That's why I have this problem with this thing called democracy. If you're gonna have a majority, the lower class people, mostly uneducated and without an income, being your majority, that means the country will be directed by people who are not well informed. I hate to put it this bad, ne?
Yeah.
Mare, I don't know if you get where, which to me says the art of good politics or progressive in my sense probably says educate and empower people, but to a certain limit. Because if you can truly empower people, you might end up without power. Because the majority of people will be smart enough and wise enough to know when you are no longer good for a season.
That's the truth.
And they will remove you to say, thank you very much. We really appreciate what you've done for us in the first 5 years.
Yes.
The very 5 years that you started ruling us, you were very good. But now we are educated in that 5 years to realize that we need to move to other levels that you cannot speak to. And we need somebody else to come into play. And looking at these two things, I'm saying, people have a fear of trusting. And they are the same lower class, mostly higher uneducated. I'm saying people without degrees.
Okay.
Up to high school, probably. Not that educated and poor, and they are the lower class, which is a majority, and they are the most untrusting. And I ask questions to say, tomorrow you are voting and you know what you are voting for. But what role are you, the voter,
Going to play.
intending to play to make sure that what you are voting for happens?
I love it.
With all your mistrust,
Yes.
and with all your acknowledgement that the majority of the voters who are going to make a decision for you are the people who probably do not understand fully how things work for you to be able to get what you say you want to get.
I love it.
I guess what I would have a question.
No, yeah.
Can we play around that?
It's very broad.
Okay, each and every one of you are going to get. Can I cut you there?
Okay.
Yeah. What should I give you? 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. You command 3 minutes. I need you to hit on those things.
Yeah.
Right. What are you planning? What role are you planning to play after voting? To say, man, I to vote. As much as I want change, but to guarantee that we are getting that, this is what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah.
Starting from the 30th.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right.
It's like when you come from a certain breakup.
Yeah.
When you are in a new relationship.
Yes.
There's an issue of a trust.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are red flags that always come up. It seems like you're reminding me of where I'm coming from.
Yes.
So going further, when for us, my role after voting is to keep pressure on the people I voted for.
Okay.
Number one, I have to make sure that they always come to us and report back to us the progress. If I voted for economic freedom, somebody must come and tell me how far are they for them to get me what I have voted for.
Yeah.
And if I voted that you should open that door for me, I don't want you to give me the documents. Open the doors.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I will remind somebody, like, you see, if you have found a new girlfriend, they will always call you and remind you of the promises that you made. You said you will take them to... Yeah, you fully you see, all those things. So we're not going to vote and then we sit down and say, economic freedom will come to us.
Yeah.
No. We have to make things happen. In other words, I have voted and now I'm actioning it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to be there. And Noel, something to say there?
Yeah. I love that, and I feel like I wish this can influence a lot of people. It's just that it's a pity we had this conversation very late, hey?
Yeah.
But we still have time, maybe on other.
It's not too late. We're voting tomorrow. Life happens after voting. Life happens.
I love that. We need to influence people to partake in the action actually of what are you doing then after voting. Personally, me, I have I have the advantage. When you have started a political party yourself, you have advantage. To educate a lot of people. So I have that kind of privilege, which is what I will continuously doing, because I heard you, Pastor, and Mruti raising the question of we are majority, we are, but why are we? Does democracy? The honest truth, it's hidden because of, after all, you don't know what's here. You can see me, but you don't know what's here. Yes. You understand? And that's what actually the electoral tried to prove. To say, by the time of vote, we are going to, we're going to see if actually this is your people that we are saying this, are they actually, you understand? That's the honest truth about it. So that's where my role lies actually, to say, here, so that we get to that level where you're saying, now we are independent and we are well aware and we are wise. We no longer need you, my brother.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Yeah, for all that you've done.
Yes. The silver cup is broken.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, we get wiser and better and stronger.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a leader that is afraid to get the people to be independent and to know. Then that leader is very wrong. We are evil. You understand? What is it that you are going to lose by empowering people?
Yeah.
You understand?
But you can lose your power, boss. But your power. Empowering people. All right, let's hear it from the floor.
Hey, thanks again for the opportunity. I'll say this for the last time, and those who have ears will hear me.
Yeah.
The majority in the political space are those who control the economy. It's not number of people.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Let those who have ears hear me.
Yeah.
And those who are liberated will still hear me.
Yeah.
And economic emancipation is motivated by people being involved in the economy.
Yes.
It's not to say people are lazy. It's not to say people are not wise. The issue are the red tapes which are being set in the economy, areas to trade. How many people are wise but they're not given access? It's because of what a capitalist approach that has closed the gaps of economic freedom for people worldwide.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to regenerate, if you want to be involved in the economy, it is you when you make a right choice. There's never been a political party that has given people access and the opportunity of exercising freedom of economy before, until this economic party was introduced to me.
Yeah.
They've always influenced and motivated, get a job, go to school, water and electricity, food parcel.
Yeah.
There's never been a political party that has given an opportunity for people to be involved in the economy. When you get a chance to be involved in the economy, you get a chance to change your life. You get a chance to change your family. You get a chance to change the world. An NPO without money will not change anything. A cooperative without money will not change anything. A businessman without money will never influence anything. But a regenerated mind that wants to be involved in the economy and the decision making of the economy will change the entire world.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Nyaguzo, but I'm not sure if you answered the question though.
Yeah.
Right. Nyaguzo, I hear where you come from.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, what role are you going to play? If you believe in economic freedom now, you're gonna vote, and you are saying my vote is towards the change, and I'm voting for a person or a party that I believe that it can bring this change. But what role are you going to play moving forward to making sure that economic freedom happens? A participation in the economy of the country by young black youth of this country, who are the majority.
We are already in the market and are already in pursuit of economic freedom. Personally, I'm in the pipelines. We're making sure that we are taking the economy from the capitalist. We're in business already. We're not talking something that we don't know. We're in business. We understand the basics and the dynamics of business that are there already. We're in business. We're one of those black people who are being empowered by a policy, but we understand that there are red tapes there. So personally, I'm there. I'm into construction. I'm there making sure that I partake in the economy, the strategic sectors of the economy, where there's money, not simba chips, not crumbs, but we are already in the pipelines. You see me tomorrow after voting, I'll be there and I'll be standing up tall and saying, I also contributed.
Yes.
I'm not just sitting there. I'm in pursuit already.
You're not a complainant.
I'm not going to vote, then say I'm going to. No, already we're doing it now. This is life.
Okay. I hear you.
Thank you.
I hear you. Muruti.
Thank you. As a pastor, one has a privilege from Sunday to Sunday, funeral to funeral, to speak in front of people.
Yes.
And surely the gospel of economics has to be really play part. In our execution of gospel and trade. Because the gospel that we're coming from is that of poverty.
Yes.
So we have to really read that verse to our people so people can understand that it is good to have that which earthly material whilst we're still here. I think that becomes quite critical. And I am involved in parts of, like I said, space of cooperative development. Because really what we are really doing there is to change the mindset to people, to say to people what you already have, start from where you are.
Yes.
You know, the economics works in this way. Whether global, whether you're doing MBA, there's land that becomes critical. There's also capital as well, it becomes critical, but there's also labor, there's also entrepreneurship. And this four, they go hand in glove.
Okay.
But when talking about the labor, we've got so much labor. These unemployed people, it's a labor, and according to Marx-Leninist school, they say these are proletariats. We only sell our labor to earn a living.
Yes.
Now, when these can get empowered, in whichever way or form, they will actually be forming part of the economic system that will benefit them in return. They can participate whether they want to be employees, because some are definitely going to be employees for life. That's what they're happy and they've signed up for. But there are those who says we want to be the most empowered, or perhaps more enlightened, who want to get into the space of business. This kind of red tapeism, we need to be organized amongst ourselves, but not also in the SMEs, to say this is what we stand for as a unit, as a collective. Just this morning, I've seen that part of the facilitators, training facilitators that we have in the country, we have signed a bill and are pushing for blatant money to say Minister of Education, or the Minister of Higher Education, and anyone who's going to be getting to that office to say it's going to extend that policy is about to expire, because we are aware about the role that we've been playing as training providers on the ground, people on the street. So this is part that we're actively working on. So we just hope that the organizations that I've identified, because I've seen them on the ground, those that are coming in for the first time into the space, I hope that we'll actually be able to give out that mandate. And if they don't, it's no problem. I'll put myself into that and the leadership in the ranks thereof and try those particular policies.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I would like to see you driving them. That would be awesome. Mamne, one of the things that I always cried, and I realized, which is the system, it's meant to be like that, that I always cried for, is that people always like voting. It's like they're taking all their burdens and they are moving it to a political party. And they're saying, ngivotela uSpanman. And then asenzele lokhu nalokhu. And then they leave it at that. So now it's not only politicians. From the voting station, when they've made their mark and everything else, they turn around, they are gone. It's like we will see them after 5 years. So when you say, guys, Pella, we voted for this, let's do this, they're like, who government? Why government? And I don't think they see themselves as being a part of making things happen. And having said that, I'm saying, making the previous examples that I've made, and I say, Orania is built by a couple of people who, I'm calling them a couple because of, based on the ratio of the country.
Yeah.
It's a group of people who believe in an idea and believe it enough to say we are going to push this idea. And I'm one of the people, I think maybe people who are here know, who push an agenda that communities must own themselves.
Yes.
And decide that this is our community, this is what we want in our community. And I understand the problem here, the leaders that we have as councillors, because of ultimately when you push an agenda that people should actually do things for themselves, we are overlooking this man who is already being paid every month to be doing some of the things that you are doing. But you come to a point that if we want things to work, we have to take over and do what he should be doing so that our communities will work. Honestly, I vote tomorrow for a strength, for a change in operation structures.
Okay.
That there could be a way where communities can decide what they want, rather than every time they are told would come and or that they can say, thank you very much, but we've already decided that one day it can come to a point that we have already decided as Soweto to say this is what Soweto wants. So it's in the budget money. So, and you said in that budget you want to build this. We are saying thank you very much for the budget, but we've decided as Soweto that we think what would work best in that budget is to put it here so that there could be jobs, and to put it there so that there could be this. The rest, we the people will take care of. Just for as an example. And I'm saying that I don't know if I'm going to open up you getting the benefit, and I will give two people to get that benefit on the floor, which is Braje and Murutu Gordons. 2 minutes this time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You've said it beautifully. So I'm sitting here thinking and say, do we know the power that we possess as individuals before we can become collective? If we understand who you are as a person and your capabilities, like you said, after voting, communities must say we can do this by ourselves. We just need maybe cash injection, and then we will take it from there. Thank you.
Yes.
I come from a community that is very rich, but it does not know that it is rich. You know, it owns a land where there is mines, and that mines are paying rent to them. It's only certain few that are chowing that money.
Yeah.
And I'm talking,
who know?
I'm talking billions of rents sitting there.
Yeah, that's where MJ is going.
Yes. Now, as he's saying, I'm busy conscientizing them. Let's say, guys, you are sitting in great wealth.
Yeah.
And you do not have to be apologetic of being a beneficiary of that.
Yes.
You need to go and reclaim that.
Yeah.
In other words, I'm voting to say I'm going to open doors for other people. Me being a leader, because I'm going to enter into that space of mining, I'm busy with that. I want to show people that it is possible.
Good. That's what we need. And know as a leader, they already don't trust you. Just making you know.
No. They love me. Once they love me, they trust me.
No, Pastor Emmanuel, I love the way we represent. I feel like Nkarkelaka Leo.
You can still say so.
The honest truth is that I'll continue the same course, and I feel like, can I invite people who are into the particular mission, as you guys have done it in your communities. That's what we are the people are doing, and making sure that it happens in different communities.
Yeah.
Like I wish I had some allotted time to just see to speak about the results that I've seen in other communities where we have been there conscientizing people about them being independent, and there's some real results happening there, you know. But as much as you are saying it, as much as Umamnene is saying it, and then I feel like there are communities out there that are willing to do this and become active, but here and there maybe they have some challenges,
or they don't know where to start,
or they don't know where. Can we invite them so that just shout a call or a WhatsApp or anywhere where you can find me, and then at least let's have point of contact and let's engage, and maybe I can visit and then we can work it out to see how do we see it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. Who's that?
He said the elders must start first. You know, Nostradamus said something quite interesting. Nostradamus has been predicting the future and the things that will unfold. And he made one statement that people who can predict the future accurately are those who are part of the creation.
Love it.
So I love that. So you captured it well to say, Pastor, that we need to be working with the low-hanging fruits, organizing our communities. But it's good also to know that our constitution does make that provision, especially when coming to local governments, because of branches, wards, BDs are really the low-hanging fruits that we have. For instance, in a way that the constitution does say that we should have CBP, community-based planning, that leads to the IDP, integrated development.
Yes.
But from those plans, obviously, are taken to the council where they really get debated and all.
Yes.
But then it will still require of us to say what we believe should happen in our communities. We become the engineers and also the implementers thereof.
Okay.
And I think we need to do a lot of work, those of us who are in a space where we can influence people and mobilize people to say, let's rally ourselves around particular issues and be the drivers. All these other things shall be added.
Yeah.
You know, because of we've seen that happen before, it's happening in Orania, non-funded.
Yes.
Now the lessons I'm also learning from this other freedom, this program of the Afrikaners.
Okay.
We just collect their monies.
I thought you were talking about Jay's organization. But
But the language tells us.
the language tells us. Okay,
They deal around collecting all the monies and the resources, and are able to can stand as a bond, you know, and also the Islamic.
I love it.
And I've been exposing myself to the material and visiting as to how are they doing that. But I've also seen with the Jewish communities as well. They have that. But you find most of us being predominantly Christian, we fail even to play around the principles that we've been given. And my challenge will be that these are the three Abrahamic faith. You know, I know this is not a religious discussion, but these are the three Abrahamic faith. But when I talk about the Islamic, they got it right, the Abrahamic faith principles of finances and the community development, and also the Jewish, but the Christian community in disarray. But you understand that there was a poison that was put in the pot. But only for the South African Christians. So we have it in ourselves. Let's go and recall it and other things. So I'm saying these tools that we already have, let's work with what you have. You know, in mathematics you say work with what you have to reach the unknown. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, does anyone have to say anything that side? Any hands going once? Jay wants to go out again. No, you haven't started.
Yes.
No, you haven't said anything.
Yeah, what was the question? Sorry.
No, just your passing. What do you call it? Passing short.
Okay. Thanks again for the opportunity. You know, it's just that we are just a society that's in darkness. But there is information that is there. It takes one who's really tired, because of even the Bible says that unless when you are tired you shall break this yoke. So it only takes people who are tired to break the yoke. The systems have been in place, things have been made, people have tried. It's high time whereby you make a decision. It only takes a decision. you just make a decision today that I want to break this yoke. So there is a power that has been given to a person, an intellect that God has gifted his own people with intellect. Upon all these things being said and done, and policies being implemented and being distributed, it is my wish that people become economic conscious.
Yes.
Because of the power of money will give you liberty.
Yeah.
The power of money will give you freedom. When you are broke, sitting down, you don't have money, you know that even the things that you're thinking are really not constructive things.
Yeah.
But when you're in a restaurant sitting and having that fresh air,
Yes, sir.
you're having constructive thoughts.
That state.
It all lies in the power that has been given there, the power of money. Even in the Bible, God will liberate its own prophet with money, so that they can believe, so that they can believe in the Christians in the right manner. You need to be empowered economically so that you can be able to think likewise. You need to be awake. You need to be financially awake.
Okay.
It all lies within the secret of money.
All right, thank you very much. Gents, I'm very happy that you are here, and also to our panel, Mole, and the guys who visited. I really appreciate. I wish I could call you sometime again. There are topics that come from here that I wish that we can kind of like be talking about next time. And please, when I call you next time, please keep about it, and let's deal with these topics.
Yes.
We want to be radical this year, and especially after the elections, in dealing with the issues that our societies.
I love it.
And from all of us here at Social, including our producer Kelebukile Sokone, we thank you for watching again. And from our panels and our people there, I Rock.
Thank you.